Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and it is the Knights of the Frozen Throne expansion, so it's time for deck rebuilds. Last time we rebuilt the Paladin, so we are now officially almost halfway through. We're at the midpoint with the Priest deck. So, what do I have as far as Priest decks? I have a priest deck that's built around spells and healing yourself and nothing else. So that's interesting. This is pretty much a deck I probably have been playing for a long time. You get a lot of light wardens, you heal, you try to get the light wardens really powerful. Probably last time I touched this deck, added Radiant Elemental to make spells cheaper. Trying to get more spells. You have a Rock Knight Soul Priest to make your healing powers deal damage instead. You have Holy Champion to get powered up every time you heal. You have Lightspawn, which allows you to increase his health and increase his attack, because his health is always equal to his attack. Darkscale Healer, Holy Nova, Power Ward Tentacles, and Temple Enforcer. Temple Enforcer is probably one to get rid of. And I think I actually used Dust to make Prophet Valen to double the damage of your healing of your spells, which honestly in this deck there aren't even that much. So what does the Frozen Throne have to offer to change this deck? Honestly, at the end of your turn, give another random friendly minion +1/+1. Interesting. Maybe we'll do that. Lifesteal, deal 1 damage to all minions. Definitely we'll do that. Lifesteal, we'll do that. Discover a friendly minion that died this game and summon it. Eternal Servitude. Maybe. Copy 3 cards in your opponent's deck and add them to your hand. Nope. Choose an enemy minion at the start of your turn. Gain control of it. Summon a 5/5 random copy of a random minion in your deck. That probably is not a terrible move. Shuffle a copy of your opponent's deck into your deck. Oh, there are actually 2 cards that do this, aren't there? Interesting. Destroy all minions with 5 or more attack. Deal 2 damage after you play a card. Refresh this for void form. Not a hero replacement card I'd probably want to play. Taunt Lifesteal, Death Rattle, destroy a random enemy minion. Not bad. So what it has to offer is lifesteal. So we already said Prophet Valen's probably not a good one. This one's probably not a good one. This one has a tendency not to work that well. This one has a tendency not to work that well. Let's see. Maybe get rid of one of these. Let's get rid of these 2. And double the health. Restore 5 health to the enemy hero. We probably can get rid of that. Light Wardens and other ways of Light Wardens, and restore 5 health to a minion in your hero. Probably get rid of that. That gets me down to 19. If we play this, do I have enough to craft another one? Nope. And maybe this. And this. That gets us to 29. And then if we put a Lifesteal Murloc in, we're ready to go. And I don't need to look through every single card with lifesteal as a potential name, because I I already kind of know what it is. So take this and this. And let's see. Give a random minion lifesteal. Nope, don't want that. And don't really want that. So then the next thing to consider would be heal. Like, give adjacent minions +2 health. Not a terrible idea. Who can we take out? Let's get rid of that and take this. Spirit Lash is just a different version of Holy Nova. Cost 0 if your hero was healed this turn. I'll take that over Arachnite Soul Priest. Like, do I even need a Arachnite Soul Priest? Like, no. No, we're getting away from that, I think. And we're not going to get to a Reno Jackson at this level. It's just not going to happen. So I'm at 30 now. Let's look at all the cards. All the priest cards and see if there's something we may have missed. Deal 5 damage to the enemy hero. You would kind of want something like that. That's a good way to win without people seeing it. But then you go into a spell style of game. Resurrect is a wild card, and we've seen that there's Eternal Servitude is pretty much the exact same thing as Resurrect. Destroy minions. Whenever character is healed, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. Ooh, can I give this lifesteal and then steal it back? Like, there was a card with lifesteal. We need to find that. Lifesteal. It gave lifesteal to a character. No, there wasn't. No, there wasn't. So having that guy in there is not worth it. Having 2 of those in there is probably. Give a random friendly minion +3 health. We're not doing that anymore. I've gone down that path so many times, and it has never succeeded as much as I would like. Whenever you draw a card, reduce its cost by 1. Is that something worth having? Probably more than something like this. See, this costs twice as much as the wild version of this to resurrect. Restore 12 to a friendly character. Get a second light spawn in there. Like, I don't even think we're really going with light spawn this time. I think what we're trying to do instead is... Actually, let's switch that around. Have something a little bit better. Is there anything else? Like, you can do... We could play cards that heal instead, but they're not new. They're just cards that I haven't done before. Instead of doing Valence Chosen, let's do Power Word Tentacle. Maybe do a Hole in Nova, board clear. Is this still about casting spells? Oh, on a rare occasion. And then healing. Somewhat. And then there's actually no daily quest for healing. And then 1 attack or 3 attack creatures. 50-50 on that. There's also a decent amount of 5 attack characters. What would it take to convert this to standard? We'd have to get rid of Light of Nehru, which is a big part of it, Shadow Fiend, which is not a big part of it, and Holy Champion. If you go down this route, you've destroyed the strategy in this game, playing standard. So there's like nothing at all, no reason at all I can see that you would even want to play this. Loki's asking if we can play. That's not what we're doing today. You must not know I'm streaming. So that's, I guess, all I really want to do with the priest. I kind of want to go back here and just relook and see what other strategies could you have done. And at the end of your game, give it +2/+2. Did we see, like, at the end of your turn? At the end of your turn, give a random friendly minion +3 attack. Let's see. There must have been, I must have not crafted that card. Where is it? There's supposed to be a card. Your end of a turn effects trigger twice. So if I put in Draknai Enchanter and let's see. Where is it? Spell heal. We've got 2 of these in here. And then we need to make room for Draknai Enchanter. So get rid of this. And then we need to think, are there any other cards that give you +3 attack. I could do that, certainly. And I could put the Lich King in here, which also kind of makes some sense. That's a little strange the way we're playing this, but let's give it a try. Again, though, like, I'm not seeing a huge amount of synergy with the cards that I got. Maybe it's because I missed something. Maybe it's because each one of these 4 missing cards does something different that to some other strategies I'm just not seeing. So there's no secondary deck for the priest I would even want to make. Let's just try this priest deck and see how it plays. Where are you, priest deck that I just made? You're right next to the one I'm already clicked on. Standard wise, I suppose I'd just do your best, I suppose, with the priest. I don't know if there's, like, I guess I'm just not a good person to ask what you would do as far as making a priest deck, because I don't even know. I just make cards that heal, try to use lifesteal, maybe use a lot more spells. If there were spells you wanted to experiment with in other classes and you didn't.
Anduin versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
The light shall bring victory.
So, one of the things I was doing before is I was trying to get a Arachni Soul Priest and play this. That way it would deal 3 damage. It almost never worked. In fact, just in general, most of the priest strategies that feel like they should work don't work. And it's kind of irritating. So it is time to try some different cards.
The legions
I could have done Prince Malchezaar in there and gotten some random legendaries. That wouldn't have been a terrible idea. Particularly since I don't know what I'm doing. Throwing in Prince Malchezaar and getting 5 random legendaries is statistically probably pretty smart. I don't think I have this card back. And it's nice looking. What do you have to do to get that card back? Okay, so I'm going to start with this and this and try to reduce the cost of cards. And see if I can keep him alive long enough to give him +1/+1. Lich King is now 7. Nice.
You are the Shadow's puppet.
So this ends the turning, powers him up, and this card already is a better buff than half of the ones I've been trying to do. Like, you just have to play a meteor to... And look, I can just do this.
It's playtime.
Nice. Nice card. Happy Ghoul. So I want to make sure that those 2 cards stay in the collection. Because they worked. They worked just fine. And so on the second turn, the third turn, and the fourth turn, I've been able to put a 3/3 minion on the field, or effectively, almost effectively, because I played a 2/2 that then buffed the other to a 4/4. Let's see.
Pain or suffering. Again. In the light's name.
Job's done.
Next turn, could play this and power this guy up. Or I could buff this guy and do more lifesteal. Yeah, as if I need the lifesteal. I'm only 2 turns from the Lich King.
What to do?
Which will be interesting because at this rate, I could probably play the Lich King and buff him up and
By the power of Ragnaros, I have the power!
so lifesteal only works if I have damage. That sucks. Let's try this. 5/5 version of something that would have been a 4/5 otherwise. Not too bad.
Again!
Face the light.
And this is a copy of the card in my deck. Not even the actual dark scale healer. So that card worked well too. In fact, that card would work well with any deck full of things less than 5/5s. Which I imagine almost every priest deck is like that. Nice. He's reducing the cost of his cards twice per turn.
Warriors of the frozen wastes, rise.
Where shall I stray?
Deal 3 damage to all minion enemies. Nice, that would include the hero. I can play that next turn. I can play this and this. If he doesn't bother to kill him.
What to do? What to do?
So Wind Fury, +1/+1. These two things. Let's see if I play this
In the light's name.
and then do this and then do this.
Job's done.
And then the turn. Not so great. I need 1 more mana to be able to play this, and then I could have gotten rid of everybody except for him.
What to do? What to do?
What's funny here is I'm probably going to still lose. Just because I've gotten unlucky. But I'm liking the cards. The new cards that are in the field.
What to do? What to do?
Tremble before Talderon, mortals.
Gadgets and Gazette always get
If your deck has no 3-cost minions, transform into a 3/3 copy of this minion. What? What happened there? He's created by Prince Malchazar. Does something when you play it from your hand. What is his normal attack? He seems to do literally nothing. Lifesteal, deal 1 damage to everybody. Let's see how that works. +6. And then, how does that work? Nice enough. And I can't double my own health, so I'm still pretty much boned. I like that spell though. All he has to do is that and he wins. So are they gonna take the victory or are they gonna play around? Oh, they're not gonna play around. Okay. Again, the priest is at rank 60. So I don't really need to play the priest. He needs a lot more ranked wins to get gold. A ton. Over 326, I believe. No, 316. Yeah. No, it was 26. Trying to do math in my head. That's always a bad idea. So, not really necessary to play it too much. What did we like and what did we not like? Probably getting rid of Power Word Shield would be a good idea. Keeping the lifesteal, keeping the things that have happened. Happy Ghoul. I think I only have 1 Happy Ghoul, but if I had 2 Shadow Fiends and Happy Ghoul, I'd add them. I'd potentially get rid of this guy, potentially get rid of Lightspawn. Potentially get rid of this dragon even though I didn't even see it. Potentially get rid of that and potentially get rid of this. This only works with Lightspawn and buffing other things, and it's probably not worth it. A second Shadow Essence is also a thought, but I think in general I'm just gonna leave it as it is. So, and we already looked at converting this to standard would mean getting rid of Light of Nehru and Shadow Fiend and Holy Champion. It's much more doable now as we're getting further and further away from worrying about Light Warden cards and trying to be more varied. But I'm going to leave it wild. So we're halfway through now. Next time we do Rogue. That's it for this video. Stay tuned if you're watching live. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.